local recording. Alright guys, Puka back for another cast from the Shimmy Rush Week number 1. Spawning here in the bottom left as the white white Zerg, excuse me. It will be none other than GwangTaek. Last game we had a little bit of a bugged replay. Let's hope that this one is not a bugged replay, even though it was moderately interesting to watch. And his opponent was the yellow Protoss, Jonoman92. He's a C- Protoss versus a B- Zerg. United States versus Korea. So let's have this fun. Let's have this be fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's impressive spam right there from Jonoman. 412, 400 APM. That's like Pro League spam right there. That's pretty legit right there. Okay, but at least so far the replay hasn't been bugged. We've had... What have we had? We've had Highline going down 12. So for Jeffy, I wonder if this wall off is going to be a little bit better than we initially had beforehand. It's looking better. And we have a 9 pool with speed. We have a 9 pool with speed. This looks familiar.
My replay may be bugged.
Is it?
Yeah. Either that, my game's way off.
Why? What's happening in your game right now?
Nothing.
They're just chilling?
Mining with no drones. Yeah, they're literally just chilling. He queued up 5 probes and proceeded to have no supply for them.
Alright, so let's hopefully next game we will fix that. If it doesn't, then we'll reset your Brood War.
I think I know what the problem is. I can fix it.
Gonna leave the game. Okay. Well, while Box is fixing up his bugged replay issues, Jonoman... So he's gonna try to stop out a 12 pool, but it's actually a 9 pool with speed, or 12 hatch rather. Double cannon. These are exposed, so these aren't generally like the best way to wall off, but it's double cannon anyway, so you want to get them up as fast as possible. So this is the correct way to respond to a 9 pool with speed. He's gonna have to pull out probes though, generally, in order to stop a 9 pool with speed. So we'll see how this game is going to go on from here. Does it end early? Does it who was a Protoss last time? Does Babbo will it just be like Babbo, where he just died instantaneously from a 9 pool with speed?
Yep.
From Lucas? Or what was it? Okay, no, actually that's gonna be a tight wall off though. Because I think it's tight. What was the issue? What was the issue?
I wasn't running that one program.
The W launcher?
Yeah.
Maybe it was you that was messing up the replays.
I guess.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's okay though. 3 cannons. But Jonoman has stalled for time with that probe. I don't know why GwangTaek waited so long to respond with 9 pool with speed. You just want to go for it, but this is going to be a link bust. Hopefully 3 cannons can defend. And actually that forge gateway wall is not tight either. I thought it was, but never mind. Actually, yeah, the forge would have to be up here. But that's so many lings. How many will get through? A lot of them have fallen right there, but at least, 4 of them make it in the main base here. We'll see how many kills they can rack up. But there's already a cannon in the mineral line for Jonoman, so he's given more than enough time for Jonoman to respond to this. And it looks like Jonoman's just going to take off a 3rd base. And it looks like we're just going to reset and things probably will stabilize from here, it looks like at least. And Jonoman has the ability to just potentially just knock off that top left-hand expo with a couple zealots, because GwangTaek is really going to severely, cut off drone production, or he's gonna have to consistently make drones, or he's gonna have to make a ton of lings. Either or, it's really gonna hurt him, because if he's gonna drone, he's way too more susceptible. If he doesn't make lings, he's way too susceptible. Well, what I'm trying to say is, if he doesn't make drones, his economy's shot. If he makes Zerglings, he's no longer making drones, so his economy is getting shot. but he has map control. But if he makes drones, he doesn't have map control. So how does he, like, what's the best way to respond to this? I say GG. But we'll see. Because the 9 speed's pretty all in, but I mean, with that extra barrier of skill that GwangTaek has, will it allow him to potentially take his game here? That zealot will live. It does take about four lings to successfully kill off a zealot, a single zealot. So yeah. And I apologize to GwangTaek and Jonoman if either of you are watching this. That bugged replay was very peculiar. I thought, man, like GwangTaek was just like trolling or something and just wanted to like play it easy, but yeah, there's no way someone would get up 11k bank. All right. You know what I'm thinking about last game? I'm thinking it might have been the Mutalisks that the twin or the two Mutalisks that went in the main base and just killed themselves. I think that's when the game went downhill from there. But getting back into this game, GwangTaek is doing everything standard. Getting down his hatchery. He already has the Spire down, putting down the 4th hatchery now. Probably going to put down the 5th hatchery. And yeah. And you know, Jonoman really hasn't pressed his advantage that much. Okay, actually, no, he might. Okay, so Jonoman, what he's going to follow this up with is, like, a lot of gateway pressure, which is totally fine, because what GwangTaek has done now is that he's trying to go into, like, a restabilized game here. He has now gotten Spire Tech, or at least I thought he had. Did he not get Spire Tech yet? No, he just started put down his lair. Okay, so if GwangTaek decides to put down a Spire, he's going to be in some trouble, because then all of a sudden he's dealing with tech that's not going to happen, where GwangTaek's going to, you know, potentially go up to like 6 gates and then just pressure with a ton of zealots, and then there's not going to be too much to deal with it. GwangTaek's going to try to set up another contain with Lurker, I guess. Lurker aspect might be coming up soon after its Hydra speed is done. Or maybe just go for a Hydra push. Lair is never a bad thing, but we already have a group of zealots making their way over here. I don't think he really needs to worry about these lings, though, with triple cannon at the front door. And with the High Templar for defense. I don't really see that really doing too badly. He doesn't have Storm researching or done yet, but we'll see how these zealots do. They are speed lots, so they can do a good amount of damage, but these Hydras, though, are in a good position right here, and lings are coming from the east. Maybe the zealots will be fended back for the time being. So very nice position from GwangTaek right here. And I hope Jonoman can press his advantage, because that 9 with speed didn't really do too much. He needs to figure out that top left-hand base, though. He may be thinking that GwangTaek is only off of 2 bases when he's actually truly off of 3. But we'll have to see. Speedlots are good. He has an Archon for Mutalisks, I guess. Or Lings. Either way. They're not bad units to get. But he's still only off of 5 gates. Getting a Robo now. Maybe Reaver drop. No, okay, so he's getting up to, okay, so yeah. He's definitely gonna try to pressure now. I think he wants to end this game with like a big push, which can totally work. But if GwangTaek sees it coming, if he puts down a lot of Sunkens, if he can stall for enough time to get up on enough units, then this game may just equal out to our standard ZVP. And Box, man, I apologize. You have not really seen that many Brood War games that have really gone past the 5-minute mark. if you're even in this chat call, feel bad for him.
Yeah. It really sucks, dude. Of course, I miss it too.
Yeah, you can watch it on the stream if you wanted. Do you have the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you watching it? Because that should potentially help you, but who knows? Alright, so we have like 2 Sunkens coming up now. 2 Archons with Zealots. This is anti-Hydra. And he already has 2 Archons by sub, or like just at the 10-minute mark. And getting the standard Goon range around 10 minutes. Things are very, very standard, but he's going to be, you know, going off of like 6 gates. I mean, this is borderline all in. Especially with Robo in there with potential Ops Tech. Don't think he's getting upgrades, though. He might have +1. Yes, he does have +1 Archon, too. So, yeah, this push is going to be tough. But, you know, I'm a little surprised. Well, that's a lot of Sunkens right there. So, yeah, I guess Jonoman made the right call. Maybe he realized a lot of Sunkens, but he still has no idea of this top left-hand base, which could literally just let him win the game, but it might just be time. Because, I don't know. I just feel like if he just killed off that top left-hand base, he'd be golden. He'd win this game. It's 3 base to 3 base. Match point, though, can make it a little bit more difficult for Zergs because the lack of bases that are on the side. There's only 10 bases, and it's really hard to like take off a far-up base. Like, if you take the top left-hand base, it's like actually where your 4th base will go anyway, and it has gas, and your 3rd will only have minerals in them. So, we have Hydralisk out, though, trying to do High Templars tonight. I don't believe any of them have any kills. Well, one of them has 2 kills, so maybe 2 High Templar snipes indeed have happened, but it's going to be hard to get in there with the Archons right there. But it also finds the 3rd base right here. It is susceptible to meteor harass. These Archons are not really getting positioned to deal with these. And this is exactly what GwangTaek really needs to have happen right here. These are probably just a delay for time. Allow for GwangTaek to get up an army to deal with this, or get Hive Tech. Either way, he needs to stall for time to get up, you know, a bigger army, or B, or both, and just get up Hive Tech. But when Archons start getting in the mix, like with the really high numbers, it makes it very difficult. This army, 122 supply to 96, are definitely Jonoman's favored right now, and 42 to 40 drones. Harvesters, so about equal harvesters. But that's a Brood War box. What the apparently you're in this game. 39. Jonoman is 42 to 39 drones. That being said, 4 hatcheries, 8 gates. This isn't terrible. Things aren't bad for Protoss. I definitely think GwangTaek's still behind in terms of supply. And the fact that Zerg has no map control right now except for like Mutalisks. And the problem though is there's really this base is isolated. Jonoman's isolated this top left hand base. But it's tough. I mean, this thing has like a ton of Sunkens, has spore colonies up there, and I like this move by Jonoman just to maybe just try to attack. But going through like 5 Sunkens, this Zerg might just be better off just to play it safe and just take off more expansions. But they're just gonna go for it. He's gonna lose a lot of Zealots going into the mix of a lot of these lurkers right here. But does even have enough right here. That Archon getting low on HP does fall. And these goons are not getting in the mix to deal with these lurkers, though. I mean, that's what really cleans up these lurkers effectively, cost-effectively at least. And a couple more skirmishes, and here's going to get 3 free lurker kills. Or not, because he has no obstacle in the center of the map, though, so that's an unfortunate right here. Needle's getting in there, nice storm going down there, but quickly getting out, evacuating there as well. And this push from Jonoman really hasn't done a whole lot. It is, you know, splitting up the bases, but he's just kind of losing army. He hasn't really penetrated the Zerg, you know, defenses and really gotten to the economic damage. And he still has no answer to these 3 lurkers right here. But Jonoman, though, does have a much bigger army. Speaking of which, I mean, GwangTaek still only really has no army left, which is, I guess, what Jonoman has done effectively here. And again, just going back to the 9 pool opening right here, also partially because he's probably been checking through Hive Tech up to this point, and no Hive Tech to be seen. And I really don't know what Jonoman's trying to do right here. He just has like a central like units continue being rallied to the center of the map and not doing anything with them. And I swear to God, if this replay's bugged again, I'm gonna be mad. Maybe GwangTaek's bugged. Yep. You know, Box, maybe you have a reason to bug out replays. Because this game should be over.
What do you mean?
Because I don't know why, or it's just this set. Because this replay's bugged again, I think. Why would GwangTaek have 5k bank? And do nothing with that. Alright, that's 4 times this. Alright, why do I keep on getting bugged replays? This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Sorry for 16 timesing it, but I need to see who GG's first to give him the win. Because at least we still find that. I mean, nothing is happening in this game. And apparently, the game just ends with no GG. Okay, so that will end this. To verify people on YouTube and people on the stream, let me identify... You're using the W launcher now, Box?
Yeah, I am now. I mean, I highly doubt if I'm not in there anymore, I highly doubt that would do it, but... Who
knows? But what I can tell you, though, is that Jonoman won that game. I think that was pretty prevalent in that thing. But, man, this is two bugged replays already. I am disappointed of how these games have gone on. We were strictly going off the basis of, like, the first half of the games, and then just feeling how this is going. It's the same game name and password. I hope this last game is not going to be bugged. And people on YouTube, sorry for the inconvenience, but yeah, so it is 1-1.